Okay. And let's start. So, oh, actually, Sonia just arrived. Okay. All right. She made it right on time. Right on time. Okay.
We don't need to record.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Where's, oh, Sonia's here. Welcome, Sonia. Oh, Sonia's gone. Okay, so we can record it. Okay, no problem. So maybe she had a problem with her connection. So let me write something here on the board. Okay, and I want you to tell me what it means for you. Okay, so let's start with Emily. What does quality of life mean for you?
Wow.
Explain it in your own words.
Oh, the great quality of my life. It's just I can regulate my own time as I wish, and I don't have. I mean, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can make my day perfect because I don't work for someone. I just work for myself. And I would like to add, for example, that I think like the quality of life, it's when you have some material things, at least your own place for a living. I think that it's very important. Then you feel that you have your own home and you feel full.
Yes.
And yeah, like some travel destinations, great health. It's
yeah, so traveling
life. Yeah.
Yes, so traveling is, yeah, that's important. That's great. So let's see, Sonia's having some problems right now, but hopefully she'll be able to figure it out. And okay, so Sonia, hello, Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Sonia, are you here?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Sonia. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Hi, everyone.
Welcome, Sonia. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Are you still in Monterey?
No.
Oh, where are you?
Here in home.
Oh, so I am at home.
At home.
And tell us about your weekend.
My weekend, I have 2 parties here in Laredo.
Oh, nice. Were they fun?
Yes. A lot.
That's good. Parties are very fun. That's true. Okay, so we're talking about quality of life. So now, all right, can you tell us what quality of life means for you?
The quality of life, I think, is a way that you live. You can live with a little money, but you can have a good quality of life. Depends of the attitude of the people. I think so.
The attitude
of the people, yes.
So yes, that's important. That's right. So can you give us an example of good attitude to have? If we want,
yes, I think you have we have to do very positive person, and
so we have to be
what?
We have to be a positive person.
To be a positive person and confident, and try to do the things that you like to do, and to live very happy and enjoy your life with your friends, your family, and enjoy the life. I think is the the best way.
That's the best way.
The
Okay,
best
perfect.
way.
Great.
Yes.
And Ferry, what can you say about quality of life? What does it mean for you?
For me, the most important thing is flexibility right now. I like to be flexible and freedom. So I work from home, and for me, it's important to change the location wherever I want. So I'm not chained to one place, and I can easily move to another country. And
Nice.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so a lot of freedom. So here, so freedom, mobility, and flexibility. Those are great words. Okay, perfect. And Sonia, what does it mean to have a good or a high quality of life for you?
I think that for me is that you enjoy all of the you do.
Oh, wow.
Everything. If you are working, if you are drinking a coffee with a friend, if you are with your husband, with your daughters, you have to enjoy everything.
Wow. And is that easy to do or is it difficult to do?
It's too easy. It's too easy.
It's easy.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And so why do some people not have a good quality of life?
It's for their attitude.
They have a
Or sometimes they are living, it's too correct, living something in, if they are sick or they have problems, and then they couldn't.
they have yep. So they have maybe illnesses.
Mhm.
If they are ill or if they are sick, then their quality of life will be affected.
Yes.
Yes, those are great points. So it's about attitude, about it's enjoying, it's about being free, being positive, having a lot of free time and enjoying what you do. So everything that you said was very interesting. Now we're going, before we do the listening today, we're going to go right here. Okay. So last time we did this. Okay. Now it's a similar conversation, but a little bit different. Now you can use the same vocabulary. It's and it be this one. So Ferry, can you read this one?
Yes. How do the following things affect your quality of life?
Exactly. So with your partner, just pick one of these. Okay. So job security, how safe your job is. You're not going to get fired. Time off. Time off means holidays, weekends, free time, like Emily said. Pace of life. Pace is how quickly your time goes. If you're really, really busy and quick, or just relaxed, enjoy step by step. Crime.
Like rush.
Like rush.
Like rush.
Yeah. So yeah, if you are rushing, then it's a fast pace. Fast pace. Okay. But if you are taking your time, then it's a slow pace. It's the opposite. So crime, like in some countries, you have a lot of crime, and that can affect your quality of life. If there are robberies on the street, cost of living, some cities are very expensive. Emily lived in Paris. That's a very expensive city.
Yeah.
So for some people, that affects the quality of life because they can't go to the opera as much. They can't go because it's like, $200, $300 for a ticket. Climate, okay, transport, the transport to the subway, the cars, the traffic in the city. Does that affect the quality of life? And of course, family, very important. And once you are finished talking about these with your partner, maybe talk about other factors that are important, and which things do you think are the most important? So this, we already discussed this a little bit, but if you have other ideas, you can talk to them. Okay, and then this will be a nice warm up. Remember that you can talk about, you can use these words: salary, it's important, unemployment, employment, inflation. If you want, you can use inflation, currency. Okay, everything, you know, if you can use more of the words, then it's better. Okay, and then when we are finished, we'll do some listening and some discussions. Okay, and then we'll continue talking about this. Okay, but right now, just number 2, page 134. Number 2, page 134. Okay, let's have 2 groups, 2 breakout groups. Okay, and perfect. So Emily, you can work with Sonia. Okay, and Ferry, you can work with Ara. Okay, so let's join our group and discuss.
I don't know. Okay, so I can start. So first one is job security.
Mhm.
I think it's very important to have a job security in your work, at your work, and for the most people that I knew, I think this is the most important factor for the job. But for me, it isn't, because I think I have enough education skills and certificates, so I don't feel to be afraid of losing the job, although my employer is changing, so we will be assigned to another employer. And but I feel secure because I know that I can change a job very easily. So it doesn't influence me at the moment.
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, that's great news. That's a
Okay.
great position.
Great. Yes, I think that job security is affect of the quality of life, because when people don't have doesn't have
When
a
people
job,
don't.
sorry, people don't have a job, they are unemployment, they are insecurity, and they don't have a good quality life.
Okay, good. So here are a few corrections, Ada, just quickly, because we have a few. So job security affects, not is affects, but affects. Job
Yes,
affects the quality of life. Okay. Also,
okay.
people are not
Quality of
unemployment.
life, people are unemployment.
No, people are unemployed. Unemployment is the noun. Okay, so unemployed is desempleado. Okay, when people are unemployed. Okay,
People
and
are unemployed.
unemployment is the noun. Unemployment is the noun. It's el desempleo.
Okay.
Different. Okay, so people are unemployed. Okay, great. Okay, great, perfect. And all right, so Ferry, maybe you can go next.
Yeah. Yes. So second time off. This is the most important thing for me. As I said, I work based on shifts, so I can adjust my time schedule, and so I can go to gym or swimming, anything. So I don't work from 9 to 5, which I don't like this style of working. And so I can plan my vacation in advance. And this is for me the biggest advantage in my job. So I consider this as the most important thing for me.
Great. Perfect. Just one small mistake. I can go to the gym. Not go to
Okay.
gym, but go to the gym. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Great. So continue, Ara, and I'm going to check with the other group. Okay.
Okay.
Frequently you have snow?
Huh? Yes, of course, we have a lot of
A
snow.
lot.
Yeah. And if you wish to go outside, you need to have like some good clothes, or like a very warm outfit. And like a lot of Russian people buy fur, for example, fur, because it gets some war for you. It keeps some war for you.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah, it keeps you warm during the winter. And you know, like it's very expensive. I mean, if you have like a few kids, you need to buy like shoes for autumn, shoes for winter, shoes for spring. And I mean, the cost of clothes are very expensive. That's why like a lot of people don't like winters, and the climate is very important thing.
And how many months do you have for example, with the snow? Or a lot of
Yeah, snow starts in November, and in December it's a lot of snow. In January and February, and the last snow this year we had in May, 1st May. It was the last snow. Do you know?
A long time.
Have a lot of yes.
Yeah.
And here in Laredo, all the time it's hot.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. Yes.
It's easier, do you know, and it's not so expensive because you can still wear your summer clothes.
That's true. And so that's great, Emily. Very nice, explanation there. And so, Sonia, is climate important for you as well? Is it important for your quality of life?
Yes, for example, the first thing is because I can play tennis because it's a bad weather. I can do exercise or outside, for example, or I like to do barbecue. A lot of yes, we frequently in here, and then we love to be outside eating and music and drinking something.
Right.
It's the climate is important for me.
Okay. So just a couple things. So to have barbecues, we like to have barbecues. Okay. And not the climate, but the climate.
The climate.
And let me ask you a question. You can't play tennis indoors?
Yes, but here in Laredo, there aren't. We don't have courts indoor.
I see.
Wow, we have a lot of courts indoors, but they are very expensive. I mean, to pay per hour.
Okay, great. Now let's go to the next one, Emily.
But Sonia needs to choose.
Oh, Sonia, you can choose. You can.
Yeah, please.
For example, family, when you have, if you have a, in my case, for example, if my sister have a problem or one of my family, I feel bad and I would like to help them, but sometimes I can do it. Or for example, if my sister with her husband, it's a kind of weird sometimes, and I know that my sister doesn't like, but she has to do that husband says.
Yes.
But I talk with her that you don't have to do that because you have to do things you like, and then affect, for me, it's affect me. It's too correct now.
It affects me.
Yes, affect me
Oh.
because I see her like sad, but I can do anything.
You can't do anything about it. So, Sonia, you said if my sister have a problem,
Has.
yeah, if my sister has a problem, okay, if my sister has, and also she has to do what her husband says. She has to do what?
My sister what?
And so she has to do what her husband says. What her husband, yeah, she and it affects her. You know, it's not a good thing for her. It affects her quality.
Yes, because I can't do anything about it, and then but sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. That's too bad. Okay, and do you, Emily? Can you comment on that, and or actually talk about family for yourself?
In my case, I think that the quality of life, it's when your family happy, really happy and healthy, because if they happy, it means that I am happy. And
So don't forget about the is. If they are happy, or
yeah, if they're happy, yeah, I'm happy. And if they have a good health, it's the most important thing.
if they're healthy. If they're healthy, then you're happy. Great, great, great. Okay, so about maybe 2 more minutes. Okay, so continue talking and I'll go with the other group.
I was very busy, but now it's relaxed. I got my clients, but I travel, I stay with my family. Very happy.
And it was different from the past. Oh, sorry, Ferry.
Yes, when my daughters were a little, I worked a lot. I've studied a lot. I have two jobs in the court, and I teaching. I teaching.
I
No,
taught.
I teaching in the university.
Say I taught.
I taught, and yes, I taught at the university, and I had a business, a jewelry business. All the day, every day, I went with my daughters, my little daughters, to sell jewelries, the hospitals, a lot of places.
Wow.
But now it's very, very calm.
That's great. That's great. And Ferry, what were you going to say?
Okay, so what next? I was talking about the transport and the crime. For me, it's not very important, the crime, because I wasn't used to feel dangerous or to be scared of crime here in Czech and Slovakia Republic. I think it's very calm, and I feel safe here. So for me, it isn't important. And family, I always stay outdoor family. Even when I was in high school, I prefer to choose the study home. And I don't know, I'm that type of person, so I like to travel and to live in different places.
All right, everyone. Great, great. So let's give a quick report, just a quick report. Just tell us what your partner said. Okay, so we're going to begin with Sonia.
For example, Emily told me that climate, you said it's correct, says climate, right?
Correct.
In her city is too cold a lot of time of the year. And then she doesn't like because people can do a lot of things outside, but she prefers the hot. She likes summer, and then instead of winter, but she has a lot of time in of the year. Yes, and
Okay. Good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, and Emily, tell us about Sonia.
Sonia told me that she plays tennis, and it's very important for her to enjoy this sport. And for example, she loves to do barbecues.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why it's very important to have a great weather. And she also told me that the crime is a big problem for a living, and that in Mexico right now it's very dangerous. And if you want to move there, you can't move there by car because a lot of drug dealers and a lot of families were disappeared, and nobody knows where they are.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and Ara, tell us about Ferry.
Ferry told me he has a good job. He works home office, and she enjoy your job.
He enjoys
his job.
He enjoys
He
his.
enjoy his job, and we talk about the home office because we think it's a good idea, but he doesn't have a lot of time because he works all the day, every day in his house. But she can. Digo, he enjoy a lot his job, and the transport he told me it's very good in Praga. He don't need he doesn't need use his car, and he works a lot.
That's right.
And he has a good job.
Yes, so he has a good quality of life. That's good. And Ferry, tell us about our.
Yes, so we talk a lot about working from home, but Ara also mentioned about the job security. So for some people, it's very important to have a stable job. And Ara mentioned that in the past, she worked and had 2 jobs, and it was very difficult for her to have children and working, to have 2 jobs and studying, finishing master degree. So she had a very difficult period of time, and she agreed that the most important thing for her is to have a family. And right now she's really satisfied with current state because she's doing what she likes. And right now she's preparing heads for a show in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And maybe her daughter is helping with that. I'm not quite sure. And that's it. That's all.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Great reports. Great speaking. Okay. Very, very nice. Okay. So right now we're going to go to the next section. Okay. So the next section right here, we're going to do some listening. Okay. So it's important to listen, not just to each other, because we always use the same expressions. And here we can learn some new expressions. Okay. So let's read this one. Okay, so let's see. Maybe Ada, can you read number 3 right here?
Okay, listen to Aiden and Lima talking about life in Fredonia. Lima is on holiday there and Aiden works in a school. Find out.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to find out these 3 things. Okay. So right now, we need to, catch this information. So what's number 1, Emily?
What the quality of Aidan's life in Fredonia is like.
Okay. So first of all, his quality of life. Okay. In Fredonia. Number 2, Sonia, what is it?
How well the economy is doing.
Exactly. So we need to find out how well the economy is doing. And theory number 3.
Why he wants to leave.
Why he wants to leave. Okay. So for this one, okay, it is a little bit complicated. It's very, very advanced language. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the
track 89. 1.
Oh, 1 second.
I've been wanting to see that for ages.
Okay, I'm going to show you the script. Okay, I'm going to show you the script so that you can follow along. Okay, so here, let's look at this. I'm going to share the screen and just remember the three things that you want to catch. Okay, so let's look at this.
Track 90. So, how long have you been living here?
Almost 2 years.
Wow, you must like it.
Yeah, it's nice. I have a good quality of life here. Warm climate, near the beach, not too much work.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm actually going back to Canada in a few months.
Forever?
Yeah, I think so.
Why? It sounds perfect here.
Well, the economy's doing quite badly at the moment. I mean, unemployment has gone up quite a lot over the last few months, so I'm not sure I'm going to have a job in a year's time.
Really?
Yeah, and also salaries aren't so high here, I could get paid a lot more back home.
Sure, but I bet the cost of living's a lot higher in Canada as well. Everything's so cheap here. I mean, eating out is twice the price in my country. You can get a 3-course meal for about $6 here.
Yeah, that's true, but it used to be cheaper in the past. Inflation has gone up over the last 2 years, and if it stays high, well, it won't be so cheap.
I know, but it's still a big difference, no?
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, in the end, I miss my family and friends. And maybe money isn't so important. But I'll still have more opportunities back home, I think. So work might be more interesting there.
I guess so. It seems a shame, though. It's so nice here. Won't you miss the heat?
Yeah, probably. But I don't mind the cold weather so much. You get used to it after a while. So what about your country? How are things there? Is it a good place to live?
Okay, good. So for this one, let's discuss these things in pairs. Okay. So right now, just go with your partner and try to compare what you understood. Okay, so the quality of life, what did Adon said? Okay, about Canada, about this place, good things, bad things. What did he say about the economy? And why does he want to go back? Okay, so let's go with our partner just briefly, just 1 minute. It's not a long conversation. It's just a short conversation. Okay, so join your partner and discuss this.
Has free time, and that it's quite good to be there.
Yes, and he also mentioned that he lived near the beach.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yes, so first one we have. And second, how well the economy is doing. So he wasn't satisfied because the inflation had gone up. And so everything is more expensive and the unemployment is rising. So, and he wanted, it's the third question. Okay.
Yeah. Why he wants to leave, because he misses his family. He sure that
Mhm. Ahí está.
Oh, yes. And the salary is too low too. Mhm.
That's right. Salary is low.
And he wants to go to Canada.
He wants to go to
To-
Canada. That's right. And
to
why
move-
does he
to
want?
move.
Why does he want to move to Canada?
Because in Finland, what is the name? I forget the name.
Yeah.
Fredonia.
Fredonia, yes.
There are a lot of there are in employment,
Unemployment. Yes.
and to live is too high, and the salary is too low.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the cost of living.
The cost of living.
Oh, please return me to Sonia, please.
Oh, here, Sonia's here with you.
I don't know.
All of us are together. All of us are together. Yes, great. So let's share one thing, just one thing, not the whole conversation, one piece of information from the conversation. Okay, let's start with Ara.
Is Aidan lives in Fredonia. He thought he's going to have a job only for 1 year more, and he wants to come back to his house because he mixed his family and his friends. And
just one point of information is good. Okay, so so now he doesn't want to come because you are not in Canada. So it's go. He wants to go back.
Yeah.
But
he wants to go back.
if you are in Canada, then he
Yes,
can come
so-
to Canada. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And he misses his friend, his parents and family.
Family.
Okay. And Sonia, one more piece of information.
He wants to move because there are unemployment, and salary is too low.
That's right. Salary is too low in Fredonia. That's right. And Ferry?
He likes warm climate there.
He likes the warm climate. That's right. That's right. In Fredonia, that's one thing that he likes about it. That's true. And Emily, something else?
The economy is doing quite badly, and the inflation has gone up. And even if he can eat twice in Fredonia, it's not the great idea to stay there.
Yes, that's correct. Everything that you said was absolutely correct. So, so that's great. So now we're going to, first time that we listened was to understand the general ideas. Now we are going to listen a second time, but we are going to listen for specific expressions. Okay, and this is good if you have problems with prepositions. Some of you have problems with prepositions. So, for example, does she say at the moment, or does she say in this moment? Does she say, I'm going back to Canada in a few months or for a few months? Okay, so you have to pay attention to the exact words that they use. Okay, but don't worry, I will play and I will stop every time. So at the time, and then we'll check these as we go. So I will play, stop, and you will just tell us, you will read the sentence with the correct one. Okay, so for all of you, this is exercise number 4. In exercise number 4, we are going to listen to the same conversation. Okay, same conversation, exercise number 4, and then choose the correct option. Choose the correct option. Okay, so let me just prepare everything here so that we can be ready for this. All right, let's listen. Let's listen.
Track 90. So, how long have you been living here?
Almost 2 years.
Wow, you must like it.
Yeah, it's nice. I have a good quality of life here. Warm climate, near the beach, not too much work.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. But I'm actually going back to Canada in a few months.
Forever?
Okay. So let's see. Well, we have let's see. Yeah, what was number 2? Actually, they just said number 2 right now. So did you catch this one, Emily?
Yes.
Okay.
In a few months.
Yes, in a few months. I'm actually going back to Canada in a few months. Good. Okay. Next one. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Why? It sounds perfect here.
Well, the economy's doing quite badly at the moment.
Okay. Ara?
The economy is doing quite badly at the moment.
At the moment. Good. Yes, yes. Okay. So not in. Good. Next one.
I mean, unemployment has gone up quite a lot over the last few months.
Sonia?
I didn't hear well.
No problem. It's number 3. So listen to it right here.
Why? It sounds perfect here.
Well, the economy's doing quite badly at the moment. I mean, unemployment has gone up quite a lot over the last few months. So,
did you catch it?
Rest of the month?
Not rest of the month, but the other one. Unemployment has gone up quite a lot.
The last few months.
Over the last few months. So it's option number 1. Okay, unemployment has gone up quite a lot over the last few months.
Few months. Okay.
Over the last few months. That means, you know, in the last few months, but over is the best way. Okay, good. Next one.
so I'm not sure I'm going to have a job in a year's time.
Really?
Yeah. And also, salaries aren't so high here, you know. I could get paid a lot more back home.
Okay, so Ferry?
I could get paid a lot more back home.
A lot, yes, back home. Nice expression. Back home.
Sure, but I bet the cost of living's a lot higher in Canada as well. Everything's so cheap here. I mean, eating out is twice the price in my country.
Okay, Emily.
Eating out is twice the price in my country.
Yes, twice the price. 2 times the price, twice the price. Double the price. You can also say double the price. Good. Okay.
You can get a 3-course meal for about $6 here.
Yeah, that's true, but it used to be cheaper in the past.
Okay, Ada.
I think that's true, but it used to be cheaper in the past.
Yes, in the past.
Yes.
Correct. In the past, in the present, in the future. Good one. Okay, next one, Sonia. Okay, it's gonna be number 7. Yeah.
Inflation has gone up over the last 2 years, and if it stays high, well, you know, it won't be so cheap.
I know, but it's still a big difference, no?
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, in the end, I miss my family and friends.
Sonia.
Anyway, in the end, I miss my family and friends.
Exactly. In the end. Okay.
And maybe money isn't so important, but I'll still have more opportunities back home, I think. So work might be more interesting there.
I guess so. It seems a shame, though. It's so nice here. Won't you miss the heat?
Yeah, probably. But I don't mind the cold weather so much. You get used to it after a while.
Okay, Ferry.
I don't mind the cold weather so much. You get used to it after a while.
Yes, exactly. Nice expression. After a while. Some people say after a time. Many people say after some time, and that's correct. But the best one is after a while, after some time. Okay, fantastic, great. So good listening. You know, sometimes it is necessary. Sometimes it's not so fun as the conversations, but it's very, very good practice to train the ear. Okay. All right. So right now we're going to go back to the best part of the lesson, which is the discussions. Okay. So you want to discuss this right here. Discuss number 5, your partner. Okay. From what you heard, do you think Aiden is making the right decision? Why or why not? So imagine Aiden is your son, your friend, your cousin, and do you think if this is a good decision to go back to Canada where everything is more expensive, the weather is colder, you know, but you know, a better job opportunity, his family and friends are there. Okay, which one? And share your opinion. Okay, apart from family and friends, what would you miss? Okay, miss. What would you miss if you lived abroad? Who can explain what abroad means? Fair, you want to try this?
It's outside of your domestic country where you lived before.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Abroad is yeah, you know, outside of the country. You know, and actually maybe it's the country where you are. Yeah. So for example, like now I live in Prague. So if I go abroad, you know, it would be outside of Prague. But yeah, basically it's just, you know, outside of your country. Okay. So if you are living abroad at the moment, and if you are living abroad, okay, I'm living abroad, Ferry, you're living abroad. Yeah, and actually Ada and Sonia, you're also living abroad because you're in Texas, but you're originally from Mexico. So you are living abroad. And what do you miss? What do you miss from Mexico that they don't have in Texas? You know, what do you miss in Prague that that is from Slovakia? Okay, so let's discuss this right here, and then we'll finish with a little bit of easy grammar. Not hard, very easy for you. Okay, all right, good. So let's go into our next partner. Okay, so we'll do so Ada, you can work with Emily, and Ferry, you can work with Sonia. Okay.
because I don't have any doctor that I know here.
Wow.
I feel better today.
for living. And as Adam mentioned, he doesn't mind to be in colder weather. Um, he, so he's very interested, or for him, it means more to be with friends than in better weather. And I think Canada is good place to live. So I think he picked up the great choice to come back.
So he picked a good place, or he made the right choice.
Okay,
Made
the
the
right
He
choice.
made the right choice.
Now, that's a great idea. Fairy, thanks for sharing. Now, Sonia, do you agree with Fairy that Aiden made the right choice, or do you think it would be better for him to stay on the beach?
So I think for the reason he's saying, I think it's a right choice because where he's living now, there is a disemployment.
Yeah, unemployment.
Unemployment, yes, unemployment. The salary is too low, and I think if he moves, his family is over there, and then they can help him. Or I think it's no, there is no better that you are with your family. I think
Yeah.
because they
Okay.
can help him.
So there's nothing better than being with your family. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you read this one?
There's nothing better than being than being with your family.
That's right. Being with your family is number one. It's true. Great, great. Okay, so now talked about what things you would miss. What things would you miss? Okay, and I'll go to the other group and check with them.
Country to find like some goods for us that would be perfect.
Okay. In my case, I think I I will no, I miss the food and the traditions and the way that the people um, the way of people are in Mexico, because they are different in Mexico than the American people. The culture is very different. I miss the traditions and I miss the beaches and I miss the people, peoples. I miss people, Mexican people,
And how are they different?
because in Mexico people are very um, kind, very kind, and uh, very helpful.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can go back. We can go to the main room. I think she got out.
Mexican people and a helper and very different the way they are. Yes, I love the way to be, the way to be.
The way Mexicans, I say the way we are, or the way Mexicans are.
The way Mexicans are.
True. I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's a different way of being. The mentality is different.
Yeah.
So they enjoy more. They're kind. There's more, happier. In America, it's a little bit cold.
Yes.
That's true. Is Sonia still here, Ferry? Do you know?
Yes, she
Okay.
was.
Okay. Yes. Sonia has just arrived. Okay. Great. So share one thing that your partner told you. Okay. So Ferry, what did Sonia share?
Sonia shared the one thing that in Texas, the people aren't as much friendly as in Mexico. So, and she also missed the restaurant and mostly the people, because she thinks that people in Mexico are more friendly than in Texas.
Okay, perfect. And so here are a few corrections, Ferry, if you don't mind. People aren't as friendly as in Mexico. And not she missed the restaurants, but she misses the restaurants. And not more friendly, but friendlier. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Sonia, your turn. Tell us about Ferry.
Ferry told me that where he lives is different style of living. When he's living now, people like to go to walk in the parks, for example, and the most that he misses
He misses?
is that, yes, the different of culture of each city or country. Yes.
So what he misses most is the
Most
culture.
is the culture. Yes.
The culture, yeah. Culture is very important. You miss it. And Emily, what did Ara share?
Ara shared that she misses the traditions, the food, the beaches, and that people are very different in Texas. And she prefers like the way Mexicans are.
I see. Interesting. Great. And Ara, what did Emily share?
Emily told me she makes the Russian foods and the way to communicate with another people because she consider is better the communication with your own people, your own and the same idiom, the same language.
Same language.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah, communication changes when it's not your, when it's not your language, your people. Sometimes there can be a barrier, and I experience it here a little bit because sometimes I would like to say something, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
From the perspective, yeah.
I can't say what I want, and I'm just like, oh, hello, oh, thank you. One piece of bread, please. But I would like to say, oh, wow, this bread looks very interesting. I like the shape. How did you make it? But I can't say it. So I just, close my mouth, and smile.
Because in Mexico,
enjoy the silence.
People talk a lot.
Yeah, that's what I miss, you know. In Mexico, just everyone is joking all the time. And they're like, oh, hey, you know, you're just walking on the street and they're like, hey, you know, what do you want? You want a taco? You know, you want what, you know, or they're like, oh, you look like a football player. You look like a football player here. This right here is good for you, and blah, blah. And you start talking and you start joking. And with strangers, you start, you have that relationship. It's a warm relationship with strangers, you know. And I think it's similar in other countries, in Spain and Italy. It's a little bit more like that, but not as much as in Mexico or Brazil or Latin America. It's very, very, very warm, you know. So yeah, so that's it. So let's see. So why don't we do just you know, before we finish, we won't do the grammar. We'll do the grammar next time. Okay. So think that if somebody told you, okay, that kind of, if you had a conversation like the man in the listening, you know, where would you travel to if you could move to a different country or to a different place? Where would you go and why? Okay, so if you are away from home, you can say, oh, would you go back home? You can talk about that. But maybe there's another place that you think would be better than home, and why? So you can talk about the economy. You can talk about the, you know, oh, the job, the employment, inflation, the weather, the people, the culture, anything. So imagine that somebody says you have to move. You can't stay where you are. You can't stay in Moscow. You can't stay in Texas. You can't stay in Prague. You have to move. Where would you move and why? Okay, so let's start with Emily.
Okay, I would like to move, for example, to Spain, because I found that's a very warm country with a very friendly people, and I love their culture. I love all the monuments there, and even like a Spanish language. And I love that the climate is very warm. And I actually think that it would be really nice to try to live there.
That's right. And you wouldn't miss Russia?
Actually, because we traveled a lot and we lived in different countries, I've never missed Russia a lot, because
wow.
I think that I just, I don't know, like where we go, it's where we are, and we can adapt to some great things. It's like we are the creator of our well-being.
Interesting. That's a great philosophy. Great philosophy. Okay, great. So let's see who else. Let's see. Sonia, tell us, where would you move if you had to move?
I would like to move, or I would like to come back to Mexico, because
Come back or to
go
back. Yes.
go back, yes. But I know for my daughters or my husband, and for us, for a lot of us, it's better to live here in Texas, because it's more, there are more security. Maybe my husband work, but I would like to go back to Mexico, but I know that it's not possible now.
Yes. So you can say, instead of it is more security, you can say it's safer.
Here, safe, yes, it's safer here in United States.
The US, yes, that's safer.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. And great, great, perfect. And Ferry, where would you move if you had to?
If I had the same job and if I had the internet connection, I will choose two places. One from the autumn to winter, I will go to Canary Islands in Spain because I was there, and you can do paragliding sport, you can do scuba diving, everything surfing, and from the spring to summer, I would go to Iceland because I love the nature. Yeah.
That's right. And then in the summer, you have the long days. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
long from actually it's the daytime, you know, 24 hours pretty much, right? Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost.
Almost. Yeah. I like Iceland too. It's a very nice country. Perfect. Great. Those are good choices. Yeah. You can definitely choose two or more. And all right, what place or what places would you move to?
I never had thought to move, but because I like to live in Texas, I prefer to live in Texas because it's the center of the of the world.
The world. Wow.
Because you can go to Mexico, you can go to United States. It's a good place to live. But I think Mexico, I don't want to go back Mexico, but if I have to move, I think Mexico because I have races in Mexico.
What do you mean races?
Races, or how do you
Oh,
say?
roots.
Roots. I have roots in Mexico. Ilse told me, LA, mom.
LA?
I don't
That's
have
right. You
LA
just
for
stay there.
living.
Just stay in LA. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I like to stay with my daughter, but it's a big city,
It's very big.
big city for me. But maybe I would like to live in Tijuana
Mm.
because I can have a job in Tijuana, and my daughters is near from Tijuana.
My daughters
Are near from Tijuana.
they are near Tijuana.
Near Tijuana. Okay.
They are near Tijuana. Tijuana is on the border. You know, it's on the Mexican side, but you just cross the border and you're in California. You're in San Diego. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, San Diego is too big for me.
That's true.
It's beautiful city. Okay.
That's true. Great. Perfect. Okay. So everyone, we're going to continue on Friday with this great conversation. Okay. And so just have a great week. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you on Friday. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Was
Thank you,
awesome.
David.
See you.
Bye.
See you later.
See
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.
You too.
Week.
Yes.
Week.
See you later. Bye bye.